Friends, in UPSC civil preparation, students face a lot of challenges, and as an institution, we try to address those challenges. Also, the exam has become very dynamic. The pattern is changing continuously. So, meeting the demand of examination is essential to clear UPSC examination. Particularly, the aim of our institution is to get rank in the very first attempt. Of course, if there are some students who miss the rank in one or two attempts, definitely there is a way in which we find out where it is going wrong. We'll try to rectify that so that they will definitely land up in a good service by writing this week's examination. Today, with me, I have our core team of Sarat Chandra IAS Academy Hyderabad branch, which includes Ramathur sir, who takes care of administration of academics. And also we have Divya Thakur ma'am, who takes care of prelims and mains test series. She has a large team who make the question papers of prelims and mains. We have Vinay sir, who teaches few subjects of general studies and also who takes sociology optional. We have Ajay Gupta, who teaches economy as well as takes care of mentorship. And we have Basanti ma'am. Previously, she was our student of test series. Recently, she got All India 50, rank 50 in UPSC IFS examination, and who is taking few classes as well as mentorship. And we share the work. For example, I take some classes, we evaluate the papers, we do mentorship, we all actually make question papers, so we share the work. Though each of them specifically heads a division, there will be sharing of the work. So today, in this video, the discussion, let us discuss about what are the things we have to emphasize or what are the things students have to focus to definitely get rank in civils in the very first attempt. Also, we'll discuss about what are the things we are doing as an institution to ensure the student definitely clears the examination. So firstly, friends, coming to the overall program. Generally, if anybody joins civils coaching at Sarat Chandra IAS Academy, we will be finishing the syllabus in 10 months. In those 10 months, we will be covering the general studies. CSAT also we focus because many students in India are failing in CSAT and prelims paper to CSAT also we focus. We have separate set of faculty who takes current affairs classes, and for every student we give personalized mentorship. We have our own study hall. Students can stay here throughout the day and read, and we conduct daily, weekly, monthly exams, prelims as well as mains exams, and we have options like sociology, political science, anthropology, etc. So we'll try to find out about each of them. Firstly, Ajay, see, along with the coaching, mentorship plays a key role for a student preparing for civils. And at our institution, we are taking care of mentorship. And as you're heading the mentorship program division, please tell me what specifically in our mentorship program is helping students along with the coaching.
So, what we are trying to provide to the students after the class, what happens is that one is that in the class they get the understanding about the subjects. Like what subject, for example, whether it is sociology, whether it is the polity subject of the GS, they get that knowledge. But as we know in the UPSC very well, that getting the knowledge, getting the understanding about the subject is one part. Utilizing that knowledge, content in solving the MCQ question, writing mains answer is another part. And there comes the importance of the mentorship. One way, the daily, weekly, monthly test, and the best part there, how we are conducting that test becomes very important. Here comes our approach of hand-holding the students. Hand-holding in a way that we not only tell the student you should write in a particular way, also we show them by myself and the other mentors sit with the student in the exam hall and they write with the students so that they also experience the challenges students face while writing one answer. Because what happens is that we just suggest you should draw a map here, you should make diagram, you should write the introduction in 3 lines. But the mentor, when they themselves write like that and when they show after the test on the digital board, like this way it can be written. That is called as the hand-holding, and that way we are showing the student like how they can improve. So that part I think, sir, very, very important as well as the unique in our academy. I have been in this sector for almost 6 years. I have not seen such kind of hand-holding where the mentor is sitting with the student writing the test, and then showing their answers to the student. And through that, I have heard from the student that they have got the confidence, because now they can compare their answer and the mentor's answer. So they can see, oh, I have not drawn this map, so I should draw the map here. Oh, sir has made this diagram, I have not made, let me make it. And I have seen the result. Earlier, 5-6 students used to write the essay and the answers. Now they are writing, almost 40-50 students are writing regularly. And that is the change because of the change in the approach we are providing here in the mentorship programs.
And here, as Ajit said, mentors here are those who have got very high marks in the UPSC mains general studies or optional, like Ajay Gupta himself. So what happens is, as they write the exams along with the students, as they already have got very high marks in general studies, their answers can be a good benchmark for the students to see and learn from. Now, as we discussed in mentorship, in the coaching of 10 months, along with mentorship, it is very important that we provide them with the necessary books, material and resources, so that they no need to run behind bookshops or ask several people about resources. They don't have to waste their valuable time in finding resources. So regarding that, Ramathur, can you please explain how various resources, it may be the books, test series, question papers, model answers, whatever, various resources that we are giving to the students and how they are helpful for the students.
So to understand, for preparing for the examination, so resources become very important. The first thing is the books that we give to the students. We start with the NCERTs. They are the basic for the preparation. Along with NCERTs, we are ensuring that they also, after reading the NCERTs, they also write some NCERT tests. So with that basic knowledge, then we also give a second level of books, which are the classes and the class notes. So we ensure that the faculty teaches them properly and also give them a proper notes and explanation to the students. And the third level becomes the standard material that we give. So once they're done with the NCERTs, they get the basic knowledge and went through the class notes of the same. And after that, reading the standard books becomes a 2 or 3 times revision. And also when it comes to the current affairs, so we're ensuring that we have a proper team who deals with the current affairs. They give us daily current affair handouts from different newspapers. It's not just the Hindu, it's also the Indian Express, the PIBs. We also cover the Times of India and many other things. And we want to provide them concise information on the current affairs so that they need not go through every portal, every newspaper and read the subject. And also, we are also providing them with monthly current affair magazines as well. So here we are seeing that mostly the current affair magazines are becoming bulky. So what we have ensured is, after giving all the daily resources, we are sitting again and seeing that which topic is important for the examination and which topic is important for prelims and which is important for the mains. And based on that, we are designing our magazine, and that too 60 to 70 pages. So that will ensure that the students are getting exact information what is required. So in addition to that, so also we are giving daily handouts for the current affairs. So we are also ensuring that current affairs is being discussed by the faculty on the YouTube, so that students can read the newspaper, go through the points in the current affairs, and then listen to the class there and get some mind maps out of those current affair videos, which will help them to connect all the information that is required for the examination properly. So we are trying to ensure them the same thing. And coming to the test series. So test series forms a very important part in the examination. Students have to keep practicing. Only practice makes them perfect. That is the ultimate thing. So to make them practice more, we are conducting weekly tests, weekly class tests, whatever happens in the class. We are ensuring there is a weekly class test of both prelims and mains, and that too based on the PYQs. So because PYQs becomes very important for them to understand the pattern of the exam. And right after they write the exam, as Ajay sir has said, mentors will be sitting with them. And after the examination, the mentors are taking one-on-one sessions with them. So with that, they are also getting an idea of how UPSC is asking the questions. And we're also going with some weekly current affairs tests, monthly current affairs tests for both prelims and mains. In that, we are trying to ensure they revise the current affairs, they revise the subject multiple times. So these are what we are providing.
So just to add one point, sir, in the current affairs part, basically, sir has comprehensively covered it. Just to, summarize what philosophy or what principle we are following is that three things, sir. One is that simplification of the current affairs. The major challenge with the current affairs as aspirant we have faced, and what we see the other aspirants are facing, is the complexity of current affairs. So many topics, so many sources, it becomes a headache for the students here. So there comes the making the current affairs simple, and there comes our mind maps, our Paripurna magazine, which makes the current affairs simple for the student to understand. Second thing comes the organization, which we are providing through this monthly magazine. And third comes the testing, sir. What happens? We just read the current affairs, but we won't give the test because we won't get the test for the same topic which you have covered in the form of current affairs. And here in Sarat Chandra IAS Academy, that is resolved because we are getting the current affairs in the form of booklet, we are getting the discussion, we are getting the simplification through the mind maps, and then you are getting the test also. The complete cycle of the current affairs is covered here. So that makes this very unique, sir.
Yes, Ajay, like how you said and how what Ramathur said, we give to the students NCERT, standard books, our material, faculty class notes, daily handouts of current affairs, weekly current affairs exams, monthly current affairs magazines, and mind maps. And they, like how you said, we provide them the study hall with personal mentorship, so that students get the entire package of resources enough to prepare for this examination. And you said a point of test series. Test series plays a key role mainly because only by writing exam, students understand the demand of exam. Once they understand demand of exam, the preparation style also changes in accordance with the examination. Regarding that, so Divya ma'am, as you take care of the prelims and mains test series, and Divya ma'am actually she has a large team of people who daily give questions for prelims as well as mains. She does multiple reviews with another team and she finalizes. We all also help her in that process. So please explain how our prelims and mains test series questions are, how we are ensuring that they are as per the present UPSC pattern, and how our questions and model answers are helping students not only in practice exams but also in covering the syllabus.
Sir, our prelims as well as mains test series. So basically we are dividing it into two parts. So first will be the development of the content and second will be the review part, which is very rigorous in our institute. So for the content development, for any developer, we provide them assignments for 2 or 3 days, because actually we have to see, whether they can make the question in line of UPSC or not. So for 2 or 3 days, we provide them these instructions that you have to analyze the past 8 to 10 years of question papers, and then you have to see which static parts are being repeated, which static topics are being repeated, and if you are not getting any topic from static part, then you have to search in the news. That you have to put that thing on internet, and you have to see why this thing was asked, because it was in news, or what was the reason. So this is the first, that they have to analyze the PYQs, and second thing is they have to analyze the pattern in which the question is asked, because see, on same topic question can be asked in the state PSC also, and same topic UPSC can mold it and ask in our prelims also. So second thing, they have to do this, and third thing is UPSC provides 4 options in the prelims. So if, for example, the answer is A in this year, so I ask them to make questions on the rest of the 3 options also, because it can be asked in next year also.
Yes.
And same goes with the explanation, that we don't provide only explanation of the answer, we provide detailed explanation of all the 4 options, so that it can provide a comprehensive.
Then the topic will be covered.
Topic. For example, this year, I think this year the topic was asked on the rulers of Pallava dynasty, Mahendra Varman, Narasimha Varman. So if the answer was Mahendra Varman for that question, so we can provide the detailed explanation for all the 3 rest of the options also. Because then next year, the main names can be asked for other rulers.
And by going through the model answers, the entire syllabus will be covered for students.
So in that way, they would understand, okay, this particular dynasty is important, so you have to go through about the art, architecture, rulers of this dynasty. So this is the thing for the prelims. And this is the content development of prelims. Now coming to the review part. So for review part, basically I ask the developers to put all the links of the sources from which they are taking the explanation, because see, sometimes they can take from Wikipedia also, sometimes they can take from some blogs also, which is not the trusted source. Sometimes AI also actually, and sometimes they just copy paste from AI without even checking whether the fact is correct or not. So for that purpose, for every explanation I ask them to put at least 2 links.
That's why the test series of many institutes in the last 1 year are not of very good standards, because they're using AI bluntly and not following the pattern of UPSC. That's where our test series team is slightly different. We ensure that though we use AI in some places, we ensure that the composition of questions and pattern, the level of question exactly matches UPSC.
So basically, we are not saying that use of AI is not good, because AI will actually enhance our quality, but the blind use of AI is not good. So actually we try to use all the PIB and government sources for the explanation. So our review process comes in 2 or 3 stages, whether maybe I could have skipped something, so another reviewer will do the same thing, and finally 2 or 3 stages the prelims test series is now finalized. So this was the thing for the prelims. And for the mains, again we do the same thing. 2 or 3 days we give the assignment that please take note of that how many static topics are being repeated. So around 50 or 60% static topics are repeated from the syllabus itself, and rest 40% they have to check that why it was in news or why it was being asked. So this is assignment for 2 or 3 days. After that we prepare the question as per UPSC. Sometimes we reframe the PYQ only, so that students can have the confidence, okay, this was asked, so at least we should know at least this thing. Then they can read other sources also. Now coming to the explanation for the development of answer. So our main focus is not to provide the perfect answer. Perfect answer, I mean, we are not providing 4 or 5 case studies, 5-6 examples. It's not like that. First of all, we try to break the answer. Means if a question is of single line, we try that at least we create 2 or 3 dimensions of that question, so that students can understand, okay, this is the directive. Directive can be to explain, to discuss, to analyze, critically analyze anything. So we want the students to learn to write the answer, because many students are hesitant to write the answer, even if they know everything. They know the syllabus, they know each and every topic, information of every topic, but still they are not writing. So our first focus is to simplify the question for them, that okay, now everything is clear in that mind, and if they know even 2 points of all the dimensions, they can write. And even after reading our magazines and everything, they can value add it, they can do the value addition, but at least they are trying to write. So our main focus is to provide a basic framework of the answer, and after the students can value it. So for this also we have a review process. We ask the developers to put the trusted sources, so that people just can't write that in 2024 such and such incident happened, because AI has given that information. So we check these things also. So yes, this review process is also in 2 or 3 stages.
That is the reason why our prelims and mains test series generally comes out with without any errors, because of multiple reviews. Also we make question papers of different levels, level 1, 2, 3, so that what happens is those who are taking UPSC coaching from us, who are beginners, we initially give them very easy questions to build confidence in them. And those who have already written the prelims examination or written the examination previously for them, or students who are at the end of their coaching, we take them to the highest level of questions, so that they find it challenging, and preparation also, they improve the preparation standards. Like that, we have to build the confidence among students also. Like how Divya Thakur just now said, some students join exclusively for our test series. Some students join exclusively for prelims test series, mains test series. We call it as Padam. UPSC, prelims and mains test series. And like how Ajay Gupta said just now, some students join us only for mentorship program. Already they would have finished the coaching somewhere, or they may be in their graduation 3rd year, final year, MBBS, BTech somewhere, who wants to prepare 3 years for the examination, right from BTech 2nd year. For them, we give 3 years mentorship program, not coaching, only mentorship program. Some students join only coaching program, either offline, online. So there are varieties of programs which they can take based on their requirement and the time period which they are looking for. So now, like how Divya ma'am said about test series plays a key role in our preparation for UPSC. However, test series, maybe weekly exams, monthly exams, should go hand in hand with our coaching schedule. Now, Vinay sir, see, in 10 months of coaching, we focus on general studies, current affairs, optionals, parallel. By the way, Vinay sir teaches sociology optionals, and in general studies, he takes Society of India as well as international relation classes. So please tell how we designed our program for 10 months in such a way that there is a seamless integration of various topics. So students will be able to develop multi-dimensional approach by the time they finish the coaching.
As you have rightly at the start of our interview, you have said that UPSC is becoming very dynamic. And I always tell to the students that the other name of UPSC is dynamism. If there is any institution in India which reflects the dynamism of India is UPSC. So to adapt to the changing trends of UPSC, our coaching model has also been changed. So when we talk about 10 months of our schedule, initially we start our classes with basic NCERT foundations. So after NCERT foundations, we gradually introduce concepts which are very much important for current affairs like polity, economy, and science and technology basics. So such that students also understand how to read newspaper. So initially we will have an orientation session which will introduce every subject. And we will introduce basic NCERT foundation classes. Then gradually we will take into the next level of subjects like polity, core subjects, polity, economy, and such that students can read newspapers. And gradually we include test series. First we will focus on prelims writing, and next we will introduce answer writing sessions. Before starting mains test series, we start answer writing sessions. Then we start how to write introductions, body, conclusions. Then we focus on introducing after students are well aware about different subjects, GS. Then students will know what optional to be selected. Like selecting options will not be blindly beating around the bush. It will be like it will be a selective decision where students knows what are all the GS options they have and where do I find interest. So thereby students will select whether they will select anthropology, sociology, or PSIR or history. Then gradually, we will after that we will start essay writing sessions. Then we will introduce the main core subjects like society, ethics will be introduced, whereby we emphasize the static understanding is there, whether students are able to correlate with current affairs and whether students are able to write answers. So within 10 months, by December, we will finish the syllabus for the students and we will give ample time for the students to revise prelims, and we will give ample time for the students to spend at least 2 to 3 months, that is from October till January, they spend on mains, whereby this period is very much important for the students to prepare for mains. And after January, we will make sure that students focus their attention towards prelims, and from them also we will include CSAT test series. So thereby we should make sure that no one would be left out with respect to CSAT preparation. This is how our course is so dynamic. Okay.
And in dynamism, you explain current affairs also. Weekly current affairs, you only takes current affairs classes.
Yes, sir. So every week I will teach current affairs, and in current affairs there are thousands of topics. One newspaper has 1,000 articles, 1,000 issues will be covered. But I will cover current affairs in such a way that if polity classes are going on, so what are the polity topics which have been covered? I'll see the schedule, what are the topics which have been covered. Whether students, first my classes will start with questioning. My classes will not start with answering teaching. My classes starts with questioning. So then these are the topics which have been dealt with you in classroom. After this, from this classroom, what you have learned and what are the value additions. Current affairs is nothing but value addition. What type of value additions you should do on? So rightly, as I said, we reflect a dynamism. Clearly, you see nowadays we are starting a current affairs session based on mind maps. Mind maps clearly summarizes what students want at this time. Students shouldn't want mind maps because this is the best way to read and this is the best way to reflect their answers. So students should integrate mind maps in their answer writing. That is the reason why we are conducting a special current affairs session or current affairs sessions through mind maps.
And you can find them actually in our channel also. You can find some of the classes of current affairs only by using mind maps. Ajay Gupta's class are there and Vinay's class are there. Some of them are my classes. So you can see them. How through a mind map you can simplify the entire current affairs issue into a simple diagram.
Sir, to add one point, I have not seen a Sarat Chandra Academy student coming around saying that what optional to take. By the time we are launching optionals, students are sorted out because they have the awareness like what optionals are being dealt. Unfortunately, I have seen that some students are taking optionals without knowing what optionals would deal. But with respect to our academy students, because of the prior exposure to GS, prior exposure to the orientation session, prior exposure to the NCERT foundation course, they are well prepared that what options they have to take.
Options, and also the main topics like ethics, governance and society of India, internal security, disaster management. These topics we will finish well in advance so that the last 3-4 months before the prelims, they no need to learn those things. There's also another scientific approach, like how sometimes we know the modern history and the first initial topics of polity will be integrated. So they can interlink the polity and history. Also, we always start with polity and economy so that they can read newspaper easily. If a student has to read newspaper, if a student has to understand the newspaper, you should have the basics of polity and economy. That's why we start with them. Like that, we have a scientific approach of 10 months civils program, scientific approach. So that the current affairs, statics, CSAT, answer writing will be integrated seamlessly. So, yeah.
True, sir. Let me tell you, like I was in the scheduling team. Like we have, before announcing the scheduling, there was a 1 month workshop where we plan the scheduling accordingly. So like such that there should be a seamless preparation. So this is also one point which I wanted to emphasize, how scientifically we approach this 10 months course.
Scheduling. And then you said workshop. See, regarding the workshop, I should tell you, Basanti, who is actual IFS ranker, as I told you, she got All India rank 50 in IFS examination. As you know, IFS, to clear IFS, you should score very high in the prelims. She always gets very high marks in the prelims because cutoff for prelims for IFS is almost 25 marks more than civil service cutoff. Now, so what we do is, after every week's prelims exam, we make Basanti explain not only the answers for those questions, but also how to approach some of those questions using common sense, how to eliminate the wrong options. So, Basanti, can you explain more about the prelims workshop as well as the mains workshop that we're conducting, and try to tell about how you do mentorship to students in a unique way?
Yes, sir. As you said, like we are starting our Patham test series on 9th November. We are planning the workshop on the 9th November. And just before the prelims exam, we are giving the test series. Just before the exam, we'll show the students, like, for example, we'll take 5 to 10 questions and we'll explain them how the basic common sense can be used in those questions. And so that they'll follow the same approach in the immediately next 1 hour. So that it will be easy for them, like to solve those questions by approaching the common sense. It's not like that we are teaching them one day and we are giving after the test series after 10 days also. Like we are just teaching them like 5 to 10 questions, like how to approach with the common sense. And immediately in the next hour, they'll apply those common sense and solve the paper. And so in that way, like they're applying the knowledge, like which we are providing immediately.
Elimination techniques.
Yes, sir. Like that is applying the common sense. If I want to say, like I have like segregated 10 to 20 questions from every year, and that will be easily solved with the common sense.
And also one more thing, like how Basan said, she is a mentor also. As I told you, she gets very high marks in prelims, and mains also get very good marks, but prelims extraordinary high marks. In mentorship, Basan, you see, in mentorship generally, The advantage is, as we have free study hall, students stay with us throughout the day. Generally, in most of the coaching institutes, students come to the classes, take 3 hours class and they leave. But with us, they stay with us throughout the day. So as a mentor, as students stay throughout the day, you get advantage of understanding what challenges they're facing, and you get the advantage of monitoring them of whether they are on the right track or not. Can you tell me about such things that you have done for some students?
Yes, like one of the unique, like in our institution is like continuous monitoring. Like we'll monitor the students continuously, whether they are like following the classes, whether they are writing the weekly exam, and we'll monitor them continuously. Like some of the students will say like, madam, we don't have confidence to write the exam. But still the confidence is most important thing in the UPSC preparation. So as a mentors, we are not just providing the mentorship, and also we'll motivate them and we'll build the confidence throughout the process.
And particularly, confidence given by rankers is more important, because as a ranker, you know that this is enough. With this preparation, you can get a rank. They can tell you. See, that's what. Though faculty and experts tell whatever, students always feel that if a ranker herself is telling that this is enough, you get a rank, they gain more confidence. Yeah. See, similarly, not only mentorship, students who come to us for preparing for civils examination definitely would like to write Andhra Pradesh or Telangana or any state public service commission exam also, because we cannot rely on a single examination. That's why here what we do is, along with UPSC preparation, we spend few weeks of time in training them for state-specific history, geography, economy additionally, so that they can easily clear State Public Service Commission Group 1 or Group 2 examinations. Even in fact, we have a separate magazine, UPSC Current Affairs magazine, the name Paripurna we launch every month. But separately, state-specific current affairs also we launch the name of Gamyam, Sadhyam for different State Public Service Commission, APSC, TGPSC. Also, some students who want to enroll only for ethics or essay writing or mains topics, we have separate modules. And those students who feel they are weak at mains answer writing, we have a separate mains workshop. And for some students who have already taken optional coaching, we have a separate optional test series for sociology, anthropology, political science, etc. We are launching new batches of optional classes and optional test series also. Specifically, for those candidates who are clearing the mains, results are going to come in another 3 or 4 days. We have a separate interview guidance program. The interview guidance, in the sense, in the first stage, we focus on the DAF. We make them strong by giving multiple possible questions on their DEET application form. Then we conduct several one-to-one sessions, group discussions, debates, so that they develop communication skill, brainstorming. They create opinions, they form opinions. We teach current affairs for interview candidates specifically by giving them opinions. State-specific current affairs also we focus. Finally, we conduct group panel mock interviews by calling in the senior IAS officers who retired as chief secretaries, or IPS officers who retired as the DGP of the state, or chief commissioners from the income tax department IRS. They come and conduct the mock panel interviews. But here, I should specifically talk about my favorite program, the mains workshop. So Ajay, can you please elaborate on our mains workshop?
Sir, the problem we have identified with the mains test series is that what we provide, most of the coachings provide that, okay, this is the test series, you are come to the test hall, attempt the test and getting the evaluation going. But what issue we found is that it is just one part of developing the mains answer writing actually. Because ultimate goal of mains test series is to get good marks in the mains answers. So we are tackling in our workshop the whole cycle of developing mains answers. As we have given multiple mains, I myself have given 4 mains. So I know that how I have evolved as writing good answers. So what is the
and his score survey is very good. He has gone to UPSC interview twice,
yes.
And IFS interview also is going. So his main scores are really very good. Yeah.
So the first thing what student need is that before entering into writing that mains is that the frameworks of the questions. Whether it is internal security, art and culture, IR, we need to write and think in a particular framework. For example, IR answers mostly we write in the geostrategic, geopolitical, geoeconomic. So the first, before entering this, making the student write, our mentor will discuss about the framework of that particular subject. Like how should be the intro should be written for the particular topic. What should be the body, what should be the dimension, and what conclusion you can write. So that is the kind of model we give to the student, a framework. Then we make the student to sit and write question on that particular topic, so that student will practice those model to write the answers. Here the most unique I am emphasizing with high confidence is that our mentors sit with the students, so that he or she himself and herself will write using those same model. Then that mentor, after the session of test, mentor will show their answer to the student on the digital board, explaining how they have used the models to write the same answer. Now, because it's not like the one you gave the model and student is able to write. Sometimes they won't be able to. But when they will see that, okay, mentor have written like this using the models, they will get the confidence, yes, I can improve like this. Okay, so 3 stages. One is that explanation of model, writing the test, analysis by seeing not model answer, actual answer written by the mentor who have written multiple means, even cleared the exam also. 4th stage, now one particular student feels that, sir or ma'am, I'm still not able to improve despite having the class. Then mentor will be sitting there, sir. In our classroom building and test room center, mentor will be sitting, who will provide one-to-one mentorship, hand-holding, how you can reduce your sentence, how you can draw the map by hand-holding. And it has been done for the essay writing. Those who have the doubt can clearly ask our students who have attended the essay writing program module, how they have developed the confidence in the essay writing. So with that confidence, we can say that if a student joins this means Patham Plus, which we are launching very soon, I can assure that that student will go with a different level of confidence, because we are not just focusing on that writing, we are focusing the before writing, after writing. So completing the complete cycle, which will handhold the student to build the confidence on the mains answer.
And this mains test series you can access not only offline at our Hyderabad, Vijayawada branches, but also you can take it online. Our mentors, evaluators will be supporting you online also. Just like how our civil service coaching is there not only offline but online. Particularly the reason why we use digital board is to see the comments from the online students and clear the doubts then and there. And also, like how we said, we will show some of the model answers on digital board. We mark that, write feedback on the digital board, so the online students can get huge benefit. Online students for mentorship program also, along with the mentorship, they can get the recorded classes of whichever topic they feel uncomfortable. Like that, you can make sure that you access all of our courses offline as well as online. So do well. For further details information, you can call us on the number given below. Thank you.